this. I'll go through this because I'm being led to this right now. I might as well do this because I need to. This is bringing up forms where that I'm not married to anybody. Right. The first one happened with Shiloh Cover and that divorce went through. The second person was Elizabeth Francis, but here's a copy of the divorce. And third, I never married June Paul. So it's literally 10:49 p.m. and I'm looking at something. And like I have a lot of paperwork, right? So I'm looking at this form. Where'd it go? All right, so even if it's here, right? It says I filed on August. So where'd it go? Oh, sorry, fingers on it. In August, at the bottom. All right. Now here's an original state, right? Also copy or part of the divorce, and then it says date of marriage, and you can see at the bottom 20. See at the bottom 2016, right? Because we were married before we even went to that that weird treatment place. What was it called? I don't know. Not Port Hiding. Old Mento. Because I got certificates from that. So as you can see that if I filed the papers here on August 5th, 2019. So now I'm looking at a seal. Right? And it says marriage certificate on this batch, right? This joint at the bottom, it says 5/3/23 with a marriage certificate. When I'm sitting here holding the divorce, now I can tell you right now where it says my name, that's not my handwriting. I could also tell you this. Who signed that at the bottom? Who signed that? Now, here's another original copy because like I said, I didn't marry June Paul either, right? Now, as you can see, there's a case number. There ain't even a case number on this one, but there's a stamp on this one. You see what I mean? When I say I kept everything, but as you can see up here, right? Who signed that paper up there? Because I'll tell you what, the signature that's there in that blue ink is totally different from the signature with a seal on that date. Who filled this out? This is what I mean. This is the people that not want me to get a hold of. And like I said, I got still all the freaking paperwork and stuff for that. You know, the little thing and the whole freaking paper that you're supposed to do to, you know, do the business. Somebody inside this court system, on top of this, signed this. Somebody else did this work within the court system. Because if this stuff I was filed with this divorce, and look, here's even another stamp. Because like I said, I kept everything up there, August 5th, 2019, right? This is the divorcement from Elizabeth Francis, ladies and gentlemen, from her. So I was drawn, I'm being drawn to this. Then where in the world could somebody sworn that this was a marriage certificate with a stamp on it and somebody's signature? So again, my signature, my ID was being stolen so people can get a hold of a physical, material gain of inheritance, spiritual inheritance, and inheritance. But either way, I'm not married to nobody. But I know Shyla Cover claimed that we were freaking married. No, we're not. Elizabeth Francis was claiming that we were married. No, we're not. And even June Paul tried to say we're married, but yeah, she's off with somebody else. This is what I mean. This is how twisted this is. And like I told people, like I said, when I had the vision of the three spirits represented Shyla Cover, Elizabeth Francis, and June Paul. And I had this vision in 2019 when I lived under a church where a pastor told me, F me and F my kids. A pastor. It's literally, let me re-angle this. That's what this picture represents. Now, like I said, it is 10:55 in Alaska. Just give me a second because, like I said, I keep my stuff organized. So, somebody along with the X and somebody within the court system, which means they had to have known people to get together to try to keep me in a false marriage. Understanding what I mean? Because there has to be something that's attached to my name that, like we said, the Francis, the Hicks, the Mitchell, the Cover, Manzula, and Pauls know about. And I'm telling you, I believe all three of these ex-women knew. So now when I came across this, which I'm going to play, listen closely, because this is why I showed you guys this paperwork. Those two signatures, whose are they? They work in the court system here. Why would they sign that shit without me being there or signing anything but stamp it? It's fraud. Listen to this.
You have an ex who turned in some type of false paperwork, a false document saying that you were married. They were doing this for some type of come up.
Or taxes too?
And a lot of anxiety and fear right now. Whatever they were trying to do isn't playing out. And this person was involved in harassing you and involved other people. So, Three of Cups. You could have had family members involved in this. You could have had friends, but this was like a group of people. It wasn't just this person
they
working
did this shit for money
alone. This is an ex, karmic connection. This person's in Hangman right now, Knight of Pentacles. So this person is feeling like they are going to have to surrender because they have nowhere to go. Whatever this paperwork is following them. I'm hearing there might be a private investigator involved. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. I feel like there's a masculine, an investigator. Someone has been keeping an eye on this individual, and they have gotten to this paperwork in some type of way. Page of Swords. You may be getting some type of communication about this.
I saw that 10 of Pentacles.
This person could be a Gemini.
It says 5/3/23, right?
Gemini or Sagittarius. Two of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, this person is being like forced into some type of stalemate because they have been caught. This paperwork, like they can't get rid of it. It's not going to go away. This person was trying to cause a lot of disruption in your life and ended up
all three of them,
their own
actually,
life in a huge way. Something they're not going to be able to come back from. You with the Ace of Cups. Your cup is full. You've been filling your own cup. You like went on a new journey with the Fool in the reverse. This person was betting on you to take some type of like reckless action in the future to where like you wouldn't be like in the public eye, or you wouldn't be seen. Something like your life would be kept on the down low. And I feel like you have been out and about, you have an online community or something like that, and people are seeing you, and it's making this situation worse for this ex.
Y'all understand why I love show and tell, right?
Or Pisces involved, or that could be you. But I feel like
see, a Pisces would be June Paul. That's what I mean. I think all three of them know what the fuck I'm talking about.
That you have coming for you. And your
all three of them
are really going after
tried to say that we're married. No, the fuck we're not.
And make some type of reckless action or take a reckless action toward you. But this person was acting really recklessly, really foolishly, and they're not going to get away with what they were doing because they have been caught, like I said already. This person's being watched.
And I think that's the end of
that. You have an ex.
Oh my gosh, bro. Y'all saw that? Look. And then the screen messed up. I'm going to replay that. The screen just tripled itself. I'm telling you. So this is for you. You have an ex who... So this is for you. Okay. I'm going to replay that because I saw that shit in the screen. Check this out. Because again, show and tell. Again, show and tell. And it said a bunch of people know about this shit, but me. Where we at? Where that paper at? Right here. So whoever signed this in and turned this in and then be that. This joint says 050323. So I don't know. What? January, February, March, April, May. Just, hey, look. So year. I'm going to go to 23. Did I just say May? Here's May. Dude, This is May 9th. That's May the 1st. This is May the 5th. I can tell you right now, there wasn't no way I was at no courthouse. Bro, I was living at the church still in 23. I would have had to still been at that church. Where's this? May 22nd. No, that's here. It must have been sometime after. Bro. There's no way I was at a courthouse. That's the 22nd of May. That's the 9th. That's the 9th. Whose phone is this? Oh, yeah. Information, bro. Here's the actual, the 5th. There's no way. Who signed this piece of paper? Now we ain't even gonna do one better. Can we? No, because it's gonna turn off. Bruh, let's see. There's no bloody way. Cause what's this? It's my Fred Meyer's card. 23. So I was working at Fred Meyer's then. And March 23, here's June Paul with the fake pregnancy test. Dude, there's no way that I was in a court home for this to be sworn in at 050323 with a seal on it. There's no way. This is why she was between one of those three women, bro. Look, I can't catch all the paperwork, but when the video popped up to get me to want to do this, for me to turn it on, for me to do that, for me to flip the cards, for me to look at this. This ain't even in my handwriting, bro. This ain't even my handwriting. This ain't even my handwriting. So then check this out. So then check this out. I noticed this, and this is why it would have to be between Charlotte Culver, Elizabeth Francis, and June Paul. Check this out, because a person could slightly do that. All they have to do is get the right numbers, right? I notice that if you look where it says June Paul, right? You notice her middle name is Elizabeth. Her middle name is Elizabeth. So if she could have put me in a false marriage, her last name would have been Francis. All she would have to do was not put the June on it, and then just call herself Elizabeth Francis. Y'all seeing what I'm catching you guys at? Because I got the paperwork here. I'm not married to nobody, bro. So again, who signed these documents? Because this isn't the women's signature, because I watched how they sign things. That's not their signature, and these are two different signatures. They're two different signatures. See that signature? Now you see that signature? And this is from Alaska's courthouse. Who signed these documents, ladies and gentlemen? So again, as it says 05, what was that? 0530. There was no way I was at a courthouse. Especially with Elizabeth Francis. When here's like, yeah, we ain't even going there, bro. Who signed these things? Somebody knew what they were doing in this courthouse to put me in a fraudulent marriage so somebody could get away with taking something that belonged to me. So if they even let us go back to that, of course you take it away now. Now that the interface wants to mess up, don't you? I wish I would have saved the dang on video. Now it's gonna be like, oh, you can't load the page. Bullshit, you can't load the page.